again. It's me, your yogini beekeeping witch goddess, Tracy. Hi. And I am here to teach you how to care about yourself so you can care about others and care about your community and your friends, your peeps, your people. So this is the Do Yoga, Do You podcast. Welcome. And we start with some tarot. Wise and mighty animal spirit deck. What do we need to know? And we just get going. I've been making lots of things, and I just made a post on Instagram. If you follow me at the Tracy Mitchell, it's about making your own shit. And then I just asked ChatGPT. I'm pretty sure we'll still record while I do this, right? Yep, good. ChatGPT asked, "Why does making your own food or bread feel so good? Is there science behind it?" Making your own food or bread feels satisfying because it combines sensory, emotional, and neurological benefits. Here's the science behind it. Sense of accomplishment. When you prepare food, you engage in a creative process that results in a tangible product. This activates the brain's reward system and releases dopamine. So boom, got that bliss molecule going, the feel-good neurotransmitter. Emily Fletcher calls it the bliss molecule. ChatGPT's calling it the feel-good neurotransmitter. Mindfulness and stress relief as well. Cooking or baking involves focused attention, whether it's kneading dough or measuring ingredients. This can induce a meditative state, reducing cortisol levels, stress hormone, and promoting relaxation. How lovely. And then sensory stimulation. The process engages multiple senses: touch, smell, sight, and taste. The sensory involvement boosts mood. And creates a stronger connection to the experience. Connection to tradition and nature. Making food or bread evokes feeling of nostalgia or grounding, especially when using natural or simple ingredients. This connection to tradition can provide emotional comfort. Love that. Control and creativity. Societal and cultural bonding. Sensory-based neuroplasticity. Activities like kneading dough stimulates the hands, activating fine motor skills and increasing neuroplasticity in the brain. This is why many people feel grounded while baking. And look at this. My friend Shannon just gave me these funny spiritual awakening flashcards, and the word on top is grounding. I'll take the pie to go. I'm fixing to work on my grounding practice. And this dude's doing Warrior 2 inside the bakery with his feet off, which is hilarious. Grounding a mindfulness practice involving the physical senses to achieve calm awareness of the present moment. Contacting the Earth's surface electrons by walking barefoot or lying on the ground to ease anxiety and depression. And look into the earthing sheet. You can actually plug in a sheet that has like a wire copper, and you can plug it into your wall and sleep with earthing. And there's grounding shoes now. There's like wire coppered sandals, and even like I've seen cool little shoes. I'm thinking about getting some. All right, what do we need to know? One more shuffle since we got distracted by ChatGPT's overall make your own shit. I can tell you 10 things I've made I've made 10 things in the last 2 weeks for sure. Kombucha, bread, if you want to count all 4 loaves. I won't. Soaps. I've made dinner, like 2 different steaks. I don't know if I'm going to get to 10. Kombucha, breads, soaps, salves. What else? I've been making more tea. Microgreens, butter. I made honey butter. And I'm sure there's 3 more in there somewhere. Mouthwash you can make. Apple cider vinegar. And the 10th one will come to me. Let's count the 4 loaves of bread. All right. What do we need to know? I already flipped it and cut it. Ooh, the bee. Gotta love the bee, the air sign, the flying bee. Let's see what he has to say to us. For me, the bee means community. It means connection. Earnest, hardworking, democratic, the bee's personality is a delight to be around, especially when there's a team project on the horizon. Bees love to work steadily and thoughtfully until the final task is complete. They are sensitive creatures, aware of many subtleties at once. Since they are artists at heart, they usually add creative details to the overall vision. For the most part, they have bustly, joyous personalities until they're too tired for all the work. Then they gripe, and then they sting. When active, content, active, and vibrant, when out of balance, overworked, and annoyed. To bring into balance, a mini vacation. And I put on my before we started today, which is fun. So I also think I got this bee sign, so it would remind me to tell you about this book I'm reading. It's called Piping Hot Bees, and it's so cool. The scout bees, so the nest scout bees, will go find where they're going to go live, and they do this sound called piping, which is the first initial thing to help notify everyone else that they found a spot, and you start warming up your wing muscles. And then buzz runs is when they're already it's like their signal that we're all going to go. If we all are doing this together and we're all at 97 degrees Fahrenheit, the buzz run, they make that sound, but then they run over and bump into everyone across the whole like top surface of the colony and through the colony to the point where everyone gets touched by those warm nest scout bees doing the buzz runs, and then they all fly off and follow each other. The next chapter in Piping Hot Bees is going to be about what makes them decide to fly and follow each other. So cool. All right, well, heading into the next deck. Remember, come into your body with breaths. Your breath work is more important than anything else you can do today. So if you could take 5 minutes to deep breathe through your nose, into your belly, back into your chest, and controlling your inhales and your exhales and finding those pauses, I promise you'll feel better. So if you're stressed out right now, or if you feel like you have low energy levels, how are you breathing? It's the first thing to check in with yourself. That's how you care about yourself. If you're not breathing correctly, you're not really giving the body the oxygen it needs. Your body is a whole vessel, not just your lungs. So what herb do we need to know about today? The Do Yoga Do You community. Knock, knock, knock. Wake up the deck. Hello, what do we need to know? Ooh, parsley. I was thinking about parsley. I have some growing on my counter right now that I haven't used. It's just been turned into this plant that's going bad from herbs I got from the store. I should have been using it. There's probably one good one left too. But it looks like the Lover's card. Oh, it is. And I love that the sun's shining down. They're looking into the future. The man's listening to his goddess. And they're excited. And that's what love's about. It doesn't have to be with your sexual partner either. It could just be a friend. Let's go to that book though. My house is so cold. I'm having trouble warming up today. If you'd like to warm up with a breath work, you breathe in. Hold in your heat. If you want to let go, let go. Lovers. I think I'm going to try to find this one today. Lovers, where are you? The Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, the Empress, the Emperor, the High Priest. The eye. Here. The Lovers. Parsley. Petroselinum crispum. Gemini. The Lovers card, ruled by Gemini, is an expression of the female yin and the male yang elements within each of us. The female is pointing to the divine inspiration represented by the rays of light. Yep, she's like, look, there's God. He's up there. She's up there. The female is the blue river is an extension of the garment from the High Priestess and expresses inner knowingness. Oh, I love that. That's her garment, the High Priestess. The male is the action, fiery, expressive, and reasoning part of the self. He looks towards his female half to see how the parts of life make up a whole. She is his inner guide and the uniting intelligence. Together, these two parts plus divine inspiration create beauty, love, and unity in our lives. Gemini is known as the sign of discrimination, communication, ideas, learning, and adaptability. For true communication to be manifested, we must be willing to be receptive, listener, receiver, or the yin side, and they become the outward, creative expression of our ideas, the yang side. The Lover's card asks us to be in rapport with the different parts of the self while seeing how each factor interacts. We are learned how to be in harmony with apparent polarities through loving allowance for others and ourselves. We can see and create beauty in our lives. Man, tongue-tied. Parsley, herb of discrimination. Spiritual properties many times our inner fears cause us to stay close to the healing of the male or female within us and manifest outside ourselves in the form of difficult relationships. Parsley helps dissolve those solidified feelings and allow them to flow out of us. It gives a space for the reconciliation of yin and yang energies. When the divine mother and father are healed within, then we can truly feel our internal unity. Medicinal properties. Parsley as an herb naturally grows in rocky soils, and its roots break up hard rocks, just as the herb internally is good for dissolving urinary stones in the bladder and kidneys. I actually have a parsley pill that I can give my dogs when they got UTIs when I have foster dogs. It is extremely high in natural vitamin A, making it excellent for the liver and eyes. A tea of parsley can be used to eliminate gas and bloating from the intestines. The seeds and the root of parsley and its near relative celery are considered aphrodisiacs and are good treatment for impotence in men. Sorry. I am a terrible reader and speller sometimes. And you can hear it in my voice when I speak to you, so thanks for tuning in. The herb can be carried in a pouch to remind the wearer of the unity of the yin and yang inside. It will help to loosen up the rigid feelings associated with either gender. The herbal essence will help. You know who needs this is President Trump. Idiot. However, if you can, my heart goes out to anyone who's feeling that they're being discriminated against, because it's not right. But the biggest thing that we can take away is that this decision for male female is also good for the kids, because there's already proven that kids do not need to be on hormone therapy, and we need to have an actual open conversation about yin and yang energy inside of us, so we can have more self-love and self-acceptance towards feeling different. And I think we should be accepting our weirdness and not be trying to change it, if that makes sense. That's I'm not trying to offend anyone, so don't listen to me. Fast forward if you don't like what I'm saying. We're all allowed to have an opinion. I always act with love and kindness towards every human being. So the herbal essence will help open the heart so that one can go beyond antagonistic dualities. Medicinally, parsley can be taken as a tea to help dissolve kidney stones. It could be mixed with equal parts of gravel root, marshmallow root, and dandelion root. 1 tablespoon of the mixture is steeped in a cup of boiling water for 15 minutes, and 3 cups are taken per day. Eating a piece of parsley at the end of a meal will aid digestion and counteract gas. Oh, most people should learn about that one. Keywords: magnetism and attraction, relationships, healing the male and female within, blind lust, inability to see the other side of an issue, feeling guilty about a relationship, cooperation, need to allow love and beauty into your life, developing communication and discrimination faculties. I feel love and unity within is the affirmation. Say that again. I feel love and unity within. I feel love and unity within. Herbal allies, like I said, marshmallow root, asparagus root, celery seeds. Bam. Pretty cool. More you learn. Parsley is the yin and yang. Let's go. Male and female side of things. And we're going to move on. If you guys would like to keep tuning in, I would like to talk about the Aquarius new moon that's happening. It's the first time to happen in our lifetime since in Pluto. And I think this is going to be, Pluto's in Aquarius now for the next 18 years. And this is the first time it's our new moon. Lunar New Year is heading into an Aquarius new moon. And I want you guys to learn about him or her, the water bearer. The ancient Greeks related the constellation Aquarius, the water bearer, to the mythology of Ganymed, a Trojan prince whom Zeus abducted to act as the cupbearer to the gods on Mount Olympus. Like many of the zodiac signs, Aquarius finds richer origins in Babylon mythology, where the signs symbolize Enki or Ea, the god of knowledge, craftsmanship, and creation, who is often depicted with streams of water issuing from his shoulders. Water here has a dual aspect. It is the life-bearing in its relationship to fertility, and life-taking due to frequent river flooding and crop inundation through ancient Mesopotamia. The 11th sign of the zodiac, Aquarius, represents innovation. It is the final air sign and the final fixed sign. Through many mistakes, Aquarius for a water sign. Though many mistake Aquarius for a water sign, air and water both play an important part of this symbolism. Because Aquarius water flows, it is a conduit transporting ideas from one place to another. It therefore also functions as a hub of community. Civilizations arise around water sources. We can even think of a water cooler talk as a modern mechanism for bringing people together. Capricorn season suggests that we create our legacy by following convention, that we trust in the wisdom of those who come before us to steer our trajectory. Humble beginnings are reflected upon to certify our achievements, yet there comes a point when we must improve upon tradition. We can no longer look to the freedom from all the constraints. Whether culturally sanctioned or self-imposed, we prioritize societal progress over optical success. As the sun transits Aquarius, we find that we don't simply wish to be remembered for our personal achievements. We want to be remembered for how do we enrich the lives of those who come after us. Just thought you'd be interested in that. And I guess Inca, what was it? Inky or Ea is also part of eagles, like that mythology of it. And we saw a bald eagle this past weekend, and like they're stoic and like knowledge, that just like wisdom wrapped up in that bird. When you just get to stare at it, it was like makes you feel smarter and stronger just looking at them. So I definitely feel like embrace the animal instincts within you, and that's like part of intuition and the yin and the yang, and feeling your intuition and then the other side acting on it, but like doing it with an open heart is definitely the key. All right, should we keep going? Do you want more? I'll give you more. Let's just say, what do we need to know about our shadow? Do yoga, do your community. I'm assuming it's speaking to you if you're listening directly on any day of the week. It doesn't matter. We're here to learn how to do tarot. We're learning how to take care of ourselves. And creating this like thing I do, my word, it's in my book, Do Yoga, Do You. Standing right here next to me. So fun. I'll teach you all kinds of little fun things. But Do Yoga, Do You is all about like these little steps and rituals that you can do each day. In yoga, 30 minutes. Meditate, 15 minutes twice a day. Write, journal, write a newsletter, start a blog, write a poem, journal, write a letter from your higher self to yourself, write a past letter. Like, these are all like little things you can create writing for. Dark, what do we need to know about our dark? Read more. There's so many book options. I'm going to give you about 5 today, or 4. Whoa, 2? 2 came out. A crab and a pigeon. Here's the pigeon. And the crab looks more like this. All right, here's 2 readings. I would say the pigeon would be our light and the crab can be our dark. Pigeon, pigeon, pigeon. Where is it? Sorry. I do not like that this stuff isn't in order. 16. Sometimes you glance over it, you don't see it, you know? But yes, and then so meditate, yoga, write, read, draw. And draw in my book also stands for like do dumb things or create things. So like paint, make dough, make dinner, make a shake, make a jewelry, start beekeeping. Pigeon, situational awareness, knowing your way back home, the present moment. What comes to mind when you think of a pigeon? Your gut reaction may be silly. It's not ditzy, if not ditzy bird. Despite this unflattering reputation, these birds have also been used to deliver messages, signals, and other life-saving information throughout history. Their use is recorded as early as 3,000 years ago in ancient Rome. If the pigeon has graced you with its presence, now is the time to practice mindful awareness, ground yourself into the present moment, notice the space around you, its sights, its smells, notice how you feel emotionally and how you feel physically as you take in the details around you with what new information emerges. Practice this same exercise for the situation that caused you to use this deck in the first place. Alternatively, consider the idea that the only time is the present moment. We live in a society full of distraction. Grounding yourself into your body, your constant home, will bring you back into the present moment where clarity exists. Further reflection, remember that people will forever judge you by your actions and not your intentions. It may be time to check in with both and ask yourself if the two are aligned. If not, why not? What do you need to do to ensure that both are communicating the same way? And that's all an act of self-care and knowing what you want. And knowing that I was just writing this down in my journal that like the whole point is the day. Like this is all we have. There's no guarantee for tomorrow. So getting into your body allows you to then act outwardly. So I really do believe this, that you need to know that the present moment by grounding yourself, and it says like 5 things you can see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can smell, 2 things you can touch, 1 thing you can taste. That's how you can work it out. All right? But those are like a way to ground yourself, and then take your fucking shoes off and go stand outside. Like right now, I'm in my house, but I keep putting my feet up, and I notice like if I can just get my feet on the ground, I'm already connected a little bit more to the earth. But if you're in your car, obviously when you get somewhere to your destination, even if it's cold outside, 2 seconds of you getting cold with your feet on snow, you're like, ooh, I'm grounded, I'm in my body. That is cold. All right, would you like a crab? Excuse my dogs. Funny story, I swear a squirrel jumped in my house and then jumped back out because I've heard the doggy door like move and all the dogs looked at each other and they booked it outside. It's about 5 minutes before we started this podcast. All right, number 5, crab. Our shadow, self-protection, boundaries, teaching others how to treat you. The crab is the master of self-protection, never leaving behind its home of armor and perpetually armed with sharp bone-crushing claws. Although normally a docile creature, the crab stays ready to defend itself if necessary. It also stays ready to retreat if necessary. If you've pulled the crab in your reading, there is a situation at hand that calls for you to embrace this wisdom. Boundaries are hard, and as we move through life, our boundaries shift, grow, and transform along with us. Knowing when it's time to stay and fight versus when it's the best time to move on, or to take a step back is a delicate art, but you must master it now. Remember that we ultimately teach others how to treat us through our boundaries. Do you have them? This card is a call to assert them, maybe openly or maybe through silent withdrawal. Whatever feels the safest and most empowering option is the answer now. Stay open to the possibilities of the answer changing throughout the situation to honor your boundaries and honor your own needs. If you're having boundaries or saying no is difficult to you, it's time to ask yourself why. If the answer lies in the discomfort it creates for the other person, consider the way that a person responds to your boundaries tells you everything you need to know about them. Somebody who truly respects you will also respect your boundaries without question. Protect your boundaries, people. All right. Should we go for the Mega Boy Rider Weight Series? You know why I'm talking so fast? Because I'm on a magic mind and I'm blowing up. And if you want to know why this delicious stuff works so good, it's because they have 12 ingredients here that have plus ingredients that have been formulated for it to like tap into your brain and for you to have a longer, clearer thinking process going on. And like lion's mane, bacopa, cognizine for mental performance, ashwagandha, L-theanine, turmeric for less stress, rhodiola, cordyceps, and matcha for calm energy, vitamin B2, 3, and 12, and C and D for vitality. It is fire. Sharper mind, lower stress, calmer energy. And they also have this campaign going on for mental wealth campaign. And they also have a sleepy magic mind formula. And if you use my link, Yoga Jan, you'll get 45% off the bundle. And if you just click on my link, it'll already apply it to your checkout. And you will be enjoying a better reclaiming your brain this year and a better mental performance. And if you team up, it's not supposed to replace coffee. You can team it up. So to have like one glass of coffee, but then drink that. And I think it's the L-theanine. Let me see if I can read it on here. Yep, L-theanine is what makes your caffeine go longer. So you'll feel good all day. Plus meditating. Don't forget to meditate. Stress Less, Accomplish More is the book that will teach you how to meditate like Emily Fletcher does, how I do, and how a lot of very famous people do. Because it's clearing your mind. So if you like guided meditation, that's fine, but it's not the same. Your brain doesn't react the same as this type of transcendental meditation is maybe what it's called. I'm not through the book, and I've only listened to the book once. So you don't really need to listen or read the book. You don't have you don't have to listen or read the book. You just need to do the meditation part. But the 2 minutes of breath work first, coming into your body, coming into your breath, then you clear your mind. You use a mantra, the one that we just learned today. Do you remember what it was? I'll put show notes for it. Where did it go? There is the herb book. There it is. Do you remember? I'm the unity in my brain. What was it? It's not what it was. I am one with love. What was it? I feel love and unity within. I feel love and unity within. I feel love and unity within. Knock, 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 Mr. Tarot, Mrs. Tarot. What do we need to know? Ah, that's so funny. All right, we clearly need to reconnect, guys. So, breath work. When you do alternate nostril breathing, in your nose, close off your right, exhale out your left, inhale up your left, close your left, exhale out your right, inhale up your right. You are doing this card. You are activating your left and your right hemispheres in your brain and connecting to the lovers within, the yin and the yang. We have both sides. And God wants us to, that's where you manifest. When both of these are working together, this is where you start creating everything. So like your feet, I want you to look down at your feet if you're not driving. And you have your shoes off, take them off so you can see your toes. I want you to see if you can do the toe spread. I'm still working on it. My right side, which means my masculine side is more connected. My left side, I can't get my toes to spread how I want them to spread. And that is just a direct connection of mind-body connection. So that's why I love yoga too, because when you're in Warrior 2, it's not just about being in Warrior 2, it's about where is your body in space and how can you relax into the asana. And yes, so I think we've done it. I don't want to waste any more of your time. If there's a mudra we would like, how about the Mahadirs Mudra, large head mudra? You take your ring finger, tuck it in, pinky extends, and then the other two connects. The tips of your thumb, index finger, middle finger touch each other. Place your ring finger in the fold of the thumb and keep your little finger extended. Do this each time. Do as needed or 3 times every day for 6 minutes. Headaches have a great, oh, cool. This is for headaches. Headaches have a great variety of causes and can hardly be made to disappear once and for all with a single mudra. Frequently, weather influences or tension in the eyes, neck, back, or pelvis are at fault. Love that. Or there are problems with the sinuses or digestion. All this can result in too much energy being focused on the head, and this leads to tension that causes pain in the head. In order to release this tension, it is important to direct consciousness into our body parts, abdomen, feet, or hands. The Mahadirs Mudra balances energy, has a tension-relieving effect, and eliminates mucus congestion in the frontal sinuses. If you have time, lay down. Try out these additional measures against headaches. Blah, blah, blah. Deep washcloth and water and some vinegar added to it. Lie down and place the washcloth on your feet. The soles, the backs of the feet, and the toes should be packed well. Now massage up and down your neck by vigorously passing your index and middle fingers in the middle of the nape of your neck. This massage both frontal eminences bumps. Then massage both frontal eminences bumps on both sides of your forehead. And finally, from the Mahadirs Mudra with your finger, or form it. You can drink a tea made from willow bark, meadowswort, or feverfew chrysanthemum. Oh, I didn't know that was feverfew. In order to prevent a migraine, you can do it an enema. Oh, wow. While exhaling, imagine the waves of energy are flowing down from your head, through your neck, back, arms, and legs, and leaving through your hands and feet. After a while, imagine your head is clear, cool, clean, and light. Inclusion, stroke your face with spread fingers and enjoy the feeling for a while. Affirmation, I have a free, light, clear, and cool head. Light, cool, and clear head. Free, light, cool, clear head. Cool. This is from the Mudra book by Gertrude Hershey. That was page 110. Mahadirs Mudra. For your head, people. Balance the energy. It's all about balance. That's all this whole, everything about that I'm trying to teach you guys on this podcast is about balance. It's one of my words, my true authentic code words. Connection, creation, balance, sage, generosity, freedom. It's only supposed to be 4, but I added those other 2. And amplified impact. Shout out Amber. She's a badass entrepreneur. She does these dope retreats. I'd love to maybe be one of her. She only does 13 people, which is the number of the goddess, which I think is super cool. I wonder if 13 includes her. There's also only 12 members to my book club. It's soon going to be revamped, I think, to a sound healing once I learn how to sound heal. But right now, it's a restorative yoga, meditative, tea and tarot book club. And you don't need to read the book. I just kind of give you recommendations on good reading. Like these are the 2 books so far. Plus my book, Do Yoga, Do You, but we've been reading this one. This is going to be Sex and Money, which is funny going into Aquarius season. Find a good money book. There's so many good books that will help you with money. Miss Independent, Nicole Lappin's book. She was on Emily Fletcher's podcast this past week. Number 70, Reuniting Money Story. Rewriting Your Money Story. Sorry. My handwriting is a little small sometimes. But that book, or her podcast, I think just helps you understand that you create your limitations in investment by just not understanding basic terms. And her Miss Independent book and her other books kind of break down terms that helps you gain back and start trusting that yourself that you can invest. And there's no right or wrong. It's always better to start earlier. The younger you are, invest sooner. But if you can start setting it up where it's just automatically being deposited into investment strategy accounts, like the S&P 500 or Vanguard, and the more you can share stuff like this with other people, especially women, the more women are investing, the more money that's in the hand of the goddess, I think the better our world will be. So believe in yourself. If you want to support me, boomlife.com, Boomer's Apothecary is open. I got salves. My book will be up there soon. And send me a message and you can buy my book on Amazon. DoYogaDoYou.com. I offer private lessons and you can see my schedule. I'm over at the Harmony Sanctuary. And I think that's it, y'all. Be the lovers, the pigeon and the crab. Ground yourself in nature. Drink a magic mind. And if you're looking for more supplements that I love, myempirica.com. I'm an affiliate with them. Use my name Tracy at checkout, and I'll have a link in the bio. But I highly recommend her, Emily's, if she still has it, it was called Emily's Survival Kit, and it was her detox protein, BCAAs, and the Trimag. But if you can only afford one thing of hers, Trimag. Because if you're not getting good sleep, you're not being able to repair your body, and you're just in stress. And Emily Fletcher talks about it in her book, that you basically have, if you treated stress like 10 points, okay? if you can go to bed at 10 points and you revive back down to, if you can get back down to 0, 10-point accumulation can keep going back to 0 if you get restful sleep. So meditation helps that. You can de-stress your body during meditation, and then when you're sleeping, you de-stress your brain. So that's kind of like this like constant balancing of your systems. And so like say you went to bed with 10, you only got back to 5, and then you went to bed with 7 more, that'd be 12. So you're 2 plus stress. So then when you went to sleep, you'd go back, say you only got a decent or a shittier sleep, then you went down to 8, and then you accumulate 10 more the next day. That's 18. You see what I'm saying? So like it's really good and important that you can get back to 0 every night. And that's meditation will help you get to better sleep. And TriMag and the Magic Mind. Sorry if I'm teaming up with the 2 different affiliates, but I was doing their magic sleep with the TriMag, and I was like, holy shit, that's the best I've ever slept. So you do you. Start with 1 if you don't have anything. See which one's calling to you. Trust your instincts. And then cultivatedhempcompany.com. They've been a sponsor of mine for like 5 years, and they sponsor our other podcast, High PE, if you want to learn more about permaculture and farming, what me and Guy do all the time. And I think that's it. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate your time. Have a great day, and reach out to me. Go to my website. There's a contact me page if you have any questions about who I am and what I do. And I'm excited about, one more thing. You made it through the 10 darkest parts of the year. From November 16th to January 22nd, we pass solstice, and we get past solstice 12/21. And just remember, start making plans for spring equinox, because that is the goal setting time when the world has started again and woken back up. Don't make the Gregorian calendar be the thing that decides when you're ready to push. Just know when you're ready. All right. Bye. Bye for now. Ta-ta. Ta-ta for now. I guess we never pulled up biddytarot.com if you needed to go look up what the lovers means. But that's what I use every time. Oops. Bye.